Alright, so we're gonna be watching The Science of Getting Rich by Ross Lynn.
All right, so you're broke, I'm broke, Jeff Bezos is not. So, what's going on here? Is there
Jeff
an
Bezos
actual
got a
science
lot
to
of
getting
money.
rich? Or did some people just spawn in with a VIP Game Pass? And why can't we, the broke ones, get the hold of that VIP Game Pass? Well, today, I'm exposing everything behind the scenes of making money. And I'm not gatekeeping a And hopefully by the end of this, we'll all be rich. Or at least, less broke. Okay, here's the thing. Money isn't real. Well, it's technically real in the sense that you can buy tacos with it. But in the grand scheme of the universe, it's just paper and digital numbers we all agree to give value to. Money is literally a game, except instead of jumping on mushrooms like Mario, we're out here paying taxes and pretending to understand credit scores. Think of money like Monopoly. Some people start the game already owning Boardwalk and Park Place. Some people start the game with nothing but debt and bad luck. And some people figure out how to hack the game. Like those people who
Damn.
buy all the railroads and suddenly control the entire transportation
The if 4 railroads are owned, you're fucked. Damn.
system. The economy works the same way. Rich people own the game board. They invest in companies, real estate, and stocks. Most people trade time for money. They work a 9 to 5 and get paid a fixed salary. But here's the catch. The game is rigged so that just working hard doesn't necessarily make you win. And don't get me wrong, hard work matters, but only if you're working on the right things.
I think that's amazing because you could be working 9 to 5, but let's say that you use your hours from you get home, straight home, and you work from like 6 to 10. You can still have or 6 to 10, 6 to 11, and then keep doing that repeatedly over and over and over again. Then you will probably end up like making it out somehow. And I think that's the beauty of it because you do have enough time for you to like get something going when you're not working. But it depends on the people that put in the work towards something that will actually like make them get money somehow, like a little side hustle, anything like that. If they're selling something online, anything like that, a hobby, if they like painting, whatever, they're probably more likely to be successful. Or it can be like just hitting the gym. This guy can hit the gym, get jacked in like 3 months from just going to the gym after work. Gets out to the gym at 6, leaves by like 7:30, 8 after 2 hours being in the gym, and then just eats clean. That guy will eventually reach his goal.
If money is a game, how come some people start with a full inventory of cheat codes, while others are stuck doing side quests just to survive? The reason? Generational wealth plus financial literacy plus capitalism being capitalism. Generational wealth, some people are born with millions in assets, which means they don't have to start from scratch. Financial literacy, the rich teach their kids how money actually works, while most schools barely teach how to file taxes. The rules favor people who already have money. Basically, the game is set up so that the rich keep winning, and everyone else has to grind like crazy just to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I am actually really curious what the very like top like 1% or even the smallest like the billionaires, what do they teach like their kids in order to be like to get like the family business going? Because they're definitely the mentality that the first guy had in order to make like the most money, the generational wealth for the family. He definitely had to be cooking something for like 40 hours a week, working to the max, so that the next generation, his kids, when they have to go up, it's already done. It's already a profitable business that they're doing. But I wonder what the dad like teaches them, like values or how to run a business. But like, what do they actually teach them? What I'm talking about is like the very big 0.1% of wealth. I'm not talking about like, oh, I have a bakery, and you teach your son how to bake bread, stuff like that. I'm like talking about the kids that his dad owns literally all of Chase Bank, for example, Bank of America, or this guy inherited the most shares out of like, I don't know, BlackRock or some shit like that. What do you teach that kid, and what do you say to him to like keep making money, keep printing money? Like, that's what I'm curious about. But like, what can you tell him? Like, yo, just keep doing this and you'll be fine. Like, can you teach me that too? Like,
okay, so what do you do with this information? You learn how to cheat the system. Step 1 is to understand how money flows. Most people trade time for money, but rich people trade money for more money. Poor mindset. I'll work more hours to make more money. Rich mindset. I'll invest in something that makes money for me while I sleep. Step 2. You need to stop spending money like a player with infinite lives. Buying expensive things that lose value equals to playing on hard mode. Buying things that make money equals to playing on easy mode. And step 3 is to level up your skills. The best way to make more money, become more valuable. The higher your skills, the more the game rewards you, because suddenly companies need you more than you need them. The people who win at this game do three things really well. They learn the rules early, they make their money work for them, they leverage opportunities instead of just working harder. So yeah, money is a game. And the good news? Now you know how to actually win. The bad news? You still have to actually play. So let's talk about how to use this knowledge to go from broke and confused to rich and slightly less confused. Once upon a time, humans were just trying not to die. No one was hoarding gold or worrying about their credit score. They were out there like, do I have food? Am I being chased by a lion? Can I throw this rock at my problems? Fast forward to now, and guess what? Your brain still operates on short-term survival mode, except instead of lions, it's rent, DoorDash, and an existential crisis every Tuesday. This is the problem. Most people are hardwired to think short-term. You get money, spend it, you feel bad, buy something, you see a new iPhone, suddenly your old one is garbage. Rich people rewire their brains to think long-term.
Dude, what is the difference between an iPhone like 15 and 16? Like, I see little to no difference. Maybe a slight improvement in the camera, maybe a few features, but for you to spend $1,000 to get a new phone makes no sense. I'm still rocking the iPhone 12 from like 3-4 years ago, and before that, I was rocking the iPhone 6. For me to upgrade, I doubled. I waited 6 years for me to get a whole new phone. But there's people out there that as soon as the new iPhone comes out, they're getting rid of the 16 for the 17, even though they look exactly the same. That makes no sense.
Most people think, how can I make money to survive this month? Rich people think, how can I make money that keeps making more money forever? And that's why they invest instead of just saving. Focus on assets, not just income. Delay gratification, skipping that $5 coffee, investing it, and in 40 years, they own a spaceship. Kind of. So, the secret weapon? Compounding. When your money makes money, then that money also makes money. Example, you invest $1,000 at 10% interest. Next year, it's $1,100. Year after, $1,210. Fast forward a few decades, you're rich. The earlier you start, the more the system does the work for you. Most people think making more money will fix their problems. Get a raise? Expenses go up. Make 6 figures? Still broke. Win the lottery? Most winners go broke in 5 years. Because it's not about how much you make, it's about how you use it. Rich people don't just earn money. They make their money work for them. And here's 3 simple rules to escape the broke mindset. Rule number 1, own more than you owe. If you have more debt than assets, you're playing the game backward. Own stocks, businesses, real estate. Stop financing stuff you can't afford. Rule number 2.
I recently found this out that I found crazy, is that you can now finance buying food through like DoorDash or Uber Eats, apps like that. So let's say that you buy a burger now, that's like $10. You can pay over time over like 4 months, 4, 5, 6 months with like minimum payments of like $1 a month for you to pay off burgers, tacos, anything like that. You go to like a steakhouse, you can buy it and then pay it throughout time, which I find idiotic, and it's actually crazy because so much people actually use it after it became available in DoorDash. They tried it out, and a lot of people decided to like, yeah, let me finance taco, 50 cents a month. Feels like nothing. Like, yo, you are getting in debt for the stupidest things of financing tacos, burgers. Like, you should not be doing that, but it sounds so American that it actually pisses me off how much people actually use this.
Buy time, not things. Most people trade time for money. Rich people trade money for time. If your job disappears tomorrow, would you still be making money? Rule number 3, think in decades, not days. Want fast money? Scams, gambling, and bad decisions. Want real wealth? Investing, skill building, and patience. Get rich quick schemes? More like get broke fast schemes. And here's the deal. Poor mindset, future you is someone else's problem. Rich mindset, future you is your number 1 investment. Every dollar you save, invest, or use to build skills is future you leveling up. All right, let's talk about why your wallet is constantly crying. You work hard, you make money. So where does it all go? The bad news? You're probably broke because of one or more of these 3 things. Reason number 1, you don't track your money. Most people treat their money like a mystery box. They get paid, they spend, they check their balance and wonder who robbed them. Well, your bank account isn't a murder mystery, it's just math. If you don't track where your money goes, it will disappear. Solution? Start tracking literally everything for a month. No judgment, just vibes and numbers. How much do you spend on food, subscriptions, treating yourself after a hard day that turned into 10 hard days? Once you see,
I did that like a few months ago. I think it was over a year ago, and I found out that I spend way too much on fast food. In the span of a month, I wouldn't do it every day, but I would do it pretty consistently. That after 1 month, the bill will be like a whole paycheck spent on food and going out, because I would just eat outside all the time, not knowing. Because it sounds cheap, but like, once again, that food like that and money like that, it just compounds over time. It might not sound like expensive, like $6, but if you do that like 7 times, like throughout the week, throughout the month, and then throughout a year, it turns out that you spent way too much that you could have spent somewhere else. And honestly, probably could have done it way cheaper by just cooking at home and just learning how to cook, which then again, it's the survival skill that can actually help you. So yeah, honestly, tracking your money, gotta do that. Because also a lot of people have like 20 subscriptions that they don't know about. There's people that still get charged for like a gym membership and they haven't gotten in 4 months. 4 months of just like what, $30, $10, $10 to like $40, $50 a month on a gym membership, and you don't like go once. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to like keep going. You just have to cancel the subscription. Like, I have this one cousin that still gets charged for Planet Fitness, and she hasn't gone in like 2 years. Maybe once, one day for half an hour, and they just walked straight out because she did not want to work out. But then again, that's like $200-$300 that you could have saved.
Where your money is going. You can control it instead of letting it control you. Reason number 2, you're not investing, aka inflation is stealing from you. Here's a harsh truth. If you're not investing, you're losing money. Let's say you put $1,000 in the shoebox. A year later, it's still $1,000. But because of inflation, it buys less stuff. Meanwhile, rich people's money is making more money through investments. Solution? Start investing. Doesn't have to be much. Index funds? Solid. Real estate? If you have the cash. Pokemon cards? Maybe not. The key is to get your money working for you instead of letting inflation slowly rob you blind. Reason number 3, you're buying dumb stuff. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Most people go broke trying to look rich. Designer clothes? Liability. New iPhone every year? Liability. A $300,000 car when you make $60,000 a year? Come on now.
I had to talk about this just because I found it too close to home what these guys talk about, like spending money on dumb stuff. It was my birthday and I saw this guy surfing at the beach because I am close to like beaches, right, from where I am. So I saw this guy surfing. I was like, oh, I want to get a surf. I want to try learning a surfboard. But then I didn't want to get a used one. So I want to buy one like just straight up. And me not knowing shit about surfing, I thought like, all right, maybe it'll be $200, $300, maybe max $400. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get this, and I'm gonna spend it as a birthday gift for myself, because I literally bought it like the day before my birthday, and I thought like, all right, this is gonna be my birthday gift. I'm not going to get anything else just because I want a nice gift and I know I'm going to use it. And fast forward to like a month and a half after using it, but it's been like 2 months and I have not touched it again. I bought a surfboard, and when I first went to the shop, I looked at the boards and they didn't really have a price tag on them, but they had like a bunch of prints. So I'm talking to this guy. It was like a specific surfboarding store, and I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, oh, I have the perfect one for you. It's on the back. This guy takes it out of like literally straight out of the package. The surfboard was straight out of the package, and this guy starts talking to me for like half an hour of like, how you can put this on it, you can put this on it. This is better. This with the wax, something like that. How to stand up and what I should be looking for. Weight, like thickness of the board, a whole bunch of shit. Anyways, an hour passes by and we get to the counter. We somehow get to the counter. This guy already put everything on it. Got my size for everything. He's like, oh, this is a perfect board for you. And then he puts it in the register, and then I look at the price. I thought it would be maybe $400, $500 now that it was brand new. This board was $1,040 with tax. $1,040. After I got out of that store, I felt so stupid for buying, because I just couldn't say no after that. I couldn't say no to the guy after we spent an hour talking and be like, yeah, I actually can't afford this. And I just bought it. And I felt so dumb because I have used it twice. But I'm going to try to use it again throughout the summer, because there's no way. Like, the weather's been just so horrible. But I need to use this board more so that I can actually make money out of it. I think I should have just bought a board. Like, rented a board just to try it for like $30. But no, I spent $1,000 on it. Like, that $1,000 could have went through so much different things. It was such a dumb purchase. But then again, I guess now I can say I surf, I guess. I don't know, it's so dumb.
Follow this simple rule. If it doesn't make you money, think twice before buying it. If one paycheck is your entire financial lifeline, you are one bad day away from disaster. Rich people never rely on a single income source. They stack multiple income streams like a cheat code. Solution? Start freelancing, sell digital products, invest in dividend stocks, monetize a hobby. Even an extra $200 a month gives you breathing room, and breathing room keeps you out of panic mode. The choice is simple. Keep playing the game on hard mode, aka paycheck to paycheck life, or start stacking small wins that make future you rich, relaxed, and unbothered. Alright, want to know the real cheat code to getting rich? Skill stacking. Most people focus on one skill, thinking it's enough to get rich. I know how to code. I'm great at marketing. I make killer TikToks. Here's the thing though, one skill isn't enough. The real money is in combining skills in a way that makes you irreplaceable. Take Elon Musk, engineering, business, hype machine equals billionaire, or Mr. Beast, YouTube, business, understanding the algorithm equals richer than entire countries. And you? I can build cool stuff in Minecraft, and yeah, I guess you could start a Minecraft channel.
That's coming
with
at me,
something,
man.
But
Can't do shit.
step one is to pick a valuable skill. Coding, sales, marketing, investing, video editing. Step two is to add another valuable skill. Coding plus business equals tech startup founder. Sales plus psychology equals millionaire consultant. Marketing plus video editing equals YouTube empire. And step three is to profit. The more rare your skill combo, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more money you make. And why this work? Because just knowing how to code, a million people can do that. But knowing how to code and sell a product, you become dangerous. Like really dangerous. The richer someone is, the more valuable their skill stack. And here's how to start, even if you're broke. Learn a skill online for free. YouTube, Coursera, Google, literally everything you need is free. Get good enough to make
It really
money
is.
with it.
Now with YouTube, you can find majority of things just out there online. I remember the other day I need to take out my whole front headlight, and I just searched it up on Google, and it had the video for my very specific car, and I just took it out, and I felt like a whole mechanic just trying to take out, and all I had to do was just change a light and a cable. That was it, and it was out there on YouTube, and I felt so proud of myself for not spending like probably $100 or more going to a mechanic and telling him like, yo, I need this fixed, when I could have done it myself thanks to YouTube. So much things online that you can find for free. So yeah.
You don't need to be the best. Good enough is just enough. Offer your skill as a freelancer. Build a small business. Apply for high-paying jobs that need that skill. Then, add another skill and repeat until you're unstoppable. Now, the question is, are you going to keep playing on hard mode, or are you going to finish the game once and for all?
Shout out to Ross Lynn, the video The Science of Getting Rich. I loved it.